So this all started because I could not convince any of my friends to go to the Elevator History Museum with me. There was not a single person out of the 8.5 million people living in New York who wanted to go to the Button Museum with me.
But you found one.
Except Robert Krulwich.
I'll go to anything.
Exactly. Jamie told me never to stop recording, but I think
So we go to Long Island City.
Like walk around. You think it's right that door right there?
First of all, we can't find it.
we got lost.
This street is entirely taxi yellow.
The only thing we saw was a big, old, boring building covered with taxi signs.
And we have no interest in taxis. Do you know if there's a museum in here?
We found some guy on the street.
Yes, there is. You got to go up the stairs, right? Yeah. Actually, I'll take you there.
Oh,
Take me. I'll show you the way anyway.
All right.
You go all the way down, make a left, right, and then go all the way down to the end.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Aha, wow, that's quite a sign.
Elevator Museum, founded 2011 by Patrick Carson.
So we open up the door.
Wow.
We have no idea what's going to be on the other side of this. Not a thing.
Hello?
Whoa, this is different from what,
And?
It's a large room.
It's a world.
Completely-
Are you building up to something,
No,
I hope?
it's filled with
What is it? What
stuff.
elevator matchbook here?
pens or...
Witches and locks. Just random stuff.
These are things you give at
buckles?
sales meetings. Yeah. The Rosenberg lubricant?
Small brass objects of one kind or another.
And there are these giant paintings of escalators and moving sidewalks. And sitting in the corner, hi, I'm Latif. Across the room, we see a guy sitting. He's an older guy.
Patrick Carr.
He has his glasses down on his nose, and he's in charge of the place.
They can call me if they want to come visit, 718.
Apparently, you're supposed to make an appointment.
And if I'm in the mood, they'll get a song.
Patrick has been the lead singer in a number of bands, and he even studied constitutional law.
This is a man for all seasons. He's got so much elevator stuff.
I've been collecting since I'm 11 years old.
Because when you were 7 years old, you walked into an elevator and had a
No, when I was
a
11
meltdown?
years old, I started working with my dad. I went to college, got a couple of degrees, and stayed in the elevator business. Never left. My first item is over on one of the walls here. But let me show you something. I'll bring you over here.
And as we're walking along,
This is like a hall of buttons.
we come inevitably to a series of elevator button panels.
Here's a golden up and down. Here's a bronze up and down.
Ooh, that's really
Here's a
classy.
silver up and down.
Yeah. He has all kinds of antique buttons that, from just different eras. Some
Here's one where you go boom, 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 boom.
So this is the genesis.
right there.
Right
the
here
button
is where
brigade.
the
I
insult begins. And it is an insult, because what is about to happen is he's about to tell us that we are fools and have no power in the world in which he inhabits. And he does that by pointing to the closed door button, where you push and the door's supposed to close. He says, matter of fact, he says,
About 80% of them are non-functional.
Oh, wow.
you go, what?
Because they are broken and no one fixed them? Because
they're never wired up.
they were never...
Never wired up. Never. Most of the time, we don't do it. About 80% of them don't work.
I just assume they don't work.
You assume they don't work.
I assume
All
they
the
don't
time?
work. Yeah.
I thought,
Of course it
no.
doesn't work.
No, this cannot be right.
What do you mean it cannot be right? Have you ever pushed
40,
a close
50
button that
Yes,
has had
I
any
believe
effect
I
on the door?
have.
Yeah.
It's just
Yes.
a psychological tool for you.
You need the button to go bang,
gotta
bang, bang,
push
bang,
something.
bang.
But,
you
But
don't-
that's not. But he had also a very fancy reason.
What was his fancy reason?
They're extremely intelligent elevators. The elevators actually remember what happens every day. So the elevator system knows that between 8:55 and 9 o'clock, we get 373 people on an average morning coming in. So we're going to return 2 cars to the main floor as soon as we possibly can. We're not going to park anything upstairs. But it knows that at 4:45, it gets 650 people leaving the building.
You get 3 wheelchairs, you get 2 old people, and so we program the timing of the elevator to accommodate the whole.
So all you're doing is screwing up our timing by touching that thing.
I mean, you have thousands and thousands of people anxiously trying to urge the machine to do their will.
We like watching people just keep pressing a stupid button and not knowing. I mean, this is
Cruel, I have to tell you.
His idea that we would somehow have the authority or the power to close the door was offensive to him.
yeah. Now, in my building, they work.
I'm sympathetic to that viewpoint.
How could you be sympathetic?
Because
you were
it's
a customer.
Think of what a building is. It's a crazy-ass vertical stack of humanity. How is that going to work if not for beautifully designed systems like the elevator?
This is about freedom. This is about freedom. And this is about empowerment.
You're insane.
So we then began looking around for some little soupçon of hope to give the RadioLab listeners. Some tiny bit of power that they could have back in this utterly fascistic system. And you know, Jed, we found it.
You did.
We did.
What did you find?
We have hacked the close button.
Really? Wait. Now I'm suddenly for the first time I am interested. What did you discover?
The next time, Jad, that you walk into an elevator, the door closes, and mysteriously, although you're going to the 8th floor, it stops on 5. The door opens, you peer out, there's nobody there.
Yes?
6 endless seconds will roll by, leaving you powerless and hapless, but not anymore. Now here's what you can do. And we checked this, and it's true. You can put your arm through the door, breaking the beam with your arm, and then yank your arm back very suddenly. That will convince the stupid supine elevator that someone has just entered the elevator, and now it will close.
Whoa,
that will shave an amazing 3, 4, even 5 seconds off your waiting time.
All right.
And it will give you that sense of being Superman.
Yeah. That's 45 minutes of your life back. You're welcome. We are sad to say that due to rising rents, Patrick's Elevator Museum closed its doors back in 2016. Fittingly, no buttons were pushed for those doors to close.